All right, welcome to our yoga flow. So my name is Sarah. I use she, her, hers pronouns. And we are going to get started today lying on our back using a strap. So make your way down to a comfortable seat. And at first, bring your strap with you, but we're not going to use it right away. Just lie down. Knees can be facing the ceiling or legs can be out long and flat. Take a moment to pause and notice your surroundings. Perhaps you close your eyes. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Start to breathe with some awareness, some purpose. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, let that go. Breathe in. Exhale, let that go. I'd like to share a quote from the Buddha. In this world, hate never dispelled hate. Only love dispels hate. This is the law, ancient and inexhaustible. In this world, hate never dispelled hate. Only love dispels hate. So as we start to move, I invite you to think about where you can bring more love into your world. As you have a little bit of time to just sit and move with just yourself and your breath. Let's breathe in together. Exhale, breathe out. Cool. Grab your strap or towel or whatever. Wrap it around your right foot. And then straighten your right leg towards the ceiling. Let your left leg go long on the mat. Reach your arms up towards the strap and hold here. Flex your toes so that they're pointed towards your face, and you could stamp your heel on the ceiling. And then check in with your belly button. Squish it down towards the ground so both your hips are flat. One more stretch here. And then we're going to slowly open your leg towards the right. So drop your right leg towards the right. There's a wall on my leg, so I can't go very far, but you can go as far as it feels good today. Try to keep your left hip down towards the ground though. So I put my left hand on my left hip because it helps keep that leg still, and I just move my right leg. Keep flexing your toes. And then on your next inhale, slowly move back up towards the middle and then fall all the way over to the left this time. Keep holding your strap. You can let your leg float in the air. The right hip comes up, so your butt's kind of in the air. Or if you want to roll all the way over, and this is sort of a supine twist variation, you could even drop your right foot on the ground if it reaches. Breathe in. Big exhale. When you're ready, gently roll back to the middle of your mat. Bend your right leg, remove your strap, and switch out. This time, left foot comes up, wrap your strap around your left foot. Flex your left toes towards the ceiling. Right leg is long and flat. Stamp your heel on the ceiling. If you could press up, away, kick the ceiling. Both hips are flat on the ground. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. When you're ready, slowly open your left leg towards the left. Using your strap to keep your arms active here. Flex your toes. And then maybe you use your right hand to push your right hip and leg down so that side of your body doesn't move. On your next breath in, gently float your left leg up, come across the middle, and drop it all the way to the other side. Just gonna move real quick. Okay, so you can float your left leg in the air, holding onto your strap. Your left hip is gonna come up, that's okay. Or you can drop your left foot all the way over on the other side of you and let it rest on the ground. Gently roll back to the middle of your mat. Let your back be flat. Get rid of your strap. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Rock and roll side to side. Rock and roll forwards and backwards along the length of your spine all the way into a tabletop. Stack your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale for cat pose. Drop your belly. This is cow, sorry friends. Drop your belly, breathe in. Exhale for cat. Round your spine. Push your hands down into the mat as you exhale out all your air. Then inhale for cow. Find a U shape or a C shape in your back. Point your chest forward. Exhale, arch your spine again. Squeeze out all the air. 2 more times at your pace, or add in anything else like swaying from side to side. Rolling out your ankles. When you're ready, we're gonna move into a downward facing dog. So walk your hands, one handprint forward, come up onto your toes, straighten your legs, send your hips high behind you for down dog. Bend one leg at a time here to walk your dog, stretch it out. And find some stillness when you're ready. Check your alignment. Point your fingers face forwards. Hands are spread as wide as they can, like you're about to open a really tight jar. Push your knuckles and your fingertips into the mat. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Engage your core to strengthen your spine. Sink your heels 1% lower. Big inhale in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, look towards your hands. Exhale, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Land in a ragdoll pose. So your feet are as wide as your hips. Bend your knees deeply. Hold your elbows and dangle here. Release your hands. Either keep your feet as wide as your hips or walk them together to touch with a little space between your heels. Slowly roll up to standing like you're moving through honey, one vertebrae at a time. Roll your shoulders down your back. Bring your hands out wide, big exhale. Big inhale in for mountain pose. Hold here and breathe. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Push down through both feet. Line up your hips, your shoulders, your ankles, so you're one tall line of energy. And then exhale, forward fold, bring it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Rest your hands on your shins or your thighs. Flatten your spine. Gaze straight down to protect your neck. One breath here. And then plant your palms underneath your shoulders. Find your plank pose. Hold here or drop down to your knees. For plank pose, hips and shoulders are lined up. And then we're gonna lower all the way down onto your belly. Hug your elbows in. So really activate your triceps here. Hands are near your ribs. Push your toenails into the mat. Inhale for your Cobra pose. Gently pull your shoulders and your chest away from the mat. Maybe you can hover your hands. Push your toenails down. One more breath in. Exhale, release down. Find your downward facing dog. I like to go through a tabletop. You can do a push-up and a high plank there. Totally up to you. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk it up. Add a halfway lift here. Inhale. Exhale, folds. Inhale, mountain pose. Roll all the way up. And exhale, slowly forward folds. Going at your pace here, friends. These poses and this pace is just a guide. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank all the way down to your belly. Inhale for Cobra pose, toenails push down. Exhale, release, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank all the way to your belly. You can always skip these two or add in some extra ones. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to change it up here. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, folds. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips down behind you. And then lift your chest away from your thighs. Squeeze your belly button here. Keep your back straight as you push all the weight down into your heels rather than your toes. Another variation, if you're finding a lot of tension in your low back, is to have your knees and feet as wide as your hips. Sink lower. Hold here. Hands can be at your heart or reaching forward, coming out of your chest. Make any tiny adjustments that you need to. Maybe relax your jaw, your eyebrows. Where can you find a little bit more love, even in this kind of a struggling pose? Sink a little lower. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, bring it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. This time, if you want, we're gonna go halfway down for a chaturanga, or you can go all the way down for your Cobra. And then up, inhale, upward facing dog. So straighten your arms, push your toenails down, lift your knees off the mat. Exhale, down dog when you're ready. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring your right leg behind you for a low lunge. So your left knee is bent, stacked right on top of your ankle. Your right leg is behind you. Drop your knee down. Inhale, kneeling crescent. Pause here. We're going to take this side nice and slow. If you would like to deepen this hip stretch, you can walk your foot forward a little bit and then really lean into the lunge and slowly come back out. I feel that on the front of my right leg and right hip. All right, come back to your basic kneeling crescent. Breathe in and exhale, right hand down, left foot back, downward facing dog. This time, bring your left foot forward. That's not right, friend, sorry. This time, bring your right leg forward. So your right knee is bent and stacked on top of your right ankle. And you're in a low lunge. Drop your left knee down. Inhale, kneeling crescent. Again, pause and breathe here. You can hold this still pose, or if you want to walk your foot forward even further, and then deepen that lunge, slowly coming in and out. I think it helps stretch out the left hip and quad here. All right, inhale back to your basic kneeling crescent. And exhale, forward fold. Both feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. I'm gonna hold this one again for about 5 breaths. Sink your hips down low. Squeeze your thighs together. Push your ankles down. Engage your belly button. Pull your chest away from your thighs. Think about how you can love yourself a little bit more here. We're growing even though it's uncomfortable. Sink lower. Breathe in. And then exhale, forward fold. Breathe out, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back first. Drop your knee down. Inhale, kneeling crescent. We were just here. This should be familiar. Drop your hands down by your right foot. Meet me in downward facing dog. Right leg back. And then this time, left foot forward. Right knee drops down. Inhale, kneeling crescent. Lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Both hands at the top of your mat. Right foot comes up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. So we're going to start moving one breath to one pose. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot back this time. Very repetitive. Drop that knee down. Inhale, kneeling crescent. Exhale, downward facing dog, left foot back. Inhale, right foot forward. Drop that left knee down. Inhale, kneeling crescent. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Just one breath, sink low. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back first. Drop your knee down. Inhale, kneeling crescent. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Exhale, low lunge. Drop your right knee down. Inhale, kneeling crescent. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Option to lower all the way down to your belly or take that halfway lower down for a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, actually, pause here. I need a water break. Sorry, friends. Always take water whenever you need it, or a little child's pose. Okay, thanks for that. We'll meet in down dog. Okay, so from your down dog, Lift your right leg up high. Pause here, flex your toes. Almost like you could kick the ceiling behind you. And then after you feel good and stretched, swing it all the way through. At the top of your mat, right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Open up with your left toes facing the side of the room, right toes facing forward. Stack your right knee over your ankle, face your hips to the side. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Arms go out nice and wide. Hold here and breathe. Gaze forward over your right hand. Imagine that there's energy going out both feet, both hands, and the crown of your head. Take up a lot of space here. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Your left arm comes up. Right hand can rest here by your right leg, or your right elbow can rest on your thigh and kind of hold you up as you reach up. Open up your chest here by pulling your left shoulder slightly behind you. And then engage your side body to pull you up, up, up towards the ceiling. Keep the bend in your right knee. Inhale here. Stay, exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right hand lifts up. Move slowly above you. High five the wall behind you. Keep the lunge in your right knee and push down through your left foot. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Squeeze your legs. Squeeze your belly button and then lengthen out. Get really tall. Breathe in. Exhale, release it down. Spin your hands to frame your foot. Find your high plank pose. Right foot back, lower down your version. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left foot high. Exhale, low lunge. Oh, pause, stretch it out. Sorry, friends. And then inhale, low lunge. Left foot stacked over your ankle. Breathe here. When you're ready, open up for warrior two. Spin your right toes to face the wall. You don't have to move. I'm going to move so you can still see me. So this time, left toes face forward, right toes face out to the side. Line up your hips, your shoulders. Squeeze your core in so your back is straight. Pull your arms out wide. Gaze over your left hand. Breathe here. So if you are more like this in your warrior one, that's totally okay. What we don't want is your knee really far over your toes. So when I say 90-degree angle, it's an estimate. From your warrior one, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Right hand reaches up. Keep your knee bent. And keep pushing down through your back foot. Use your side body to lift you up closer to the ceiling. And then spin your right shoulder behind you a little for a little bit of a heart opener. Keep reaching up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale, reverse warrior. And pause, breathe. Check that left knee, deepen your lunge. And then reach up and back as much as you can. Feel the stretch in your left side body. Push down through your right foot. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to spin towards this way. But bring your hands to face your left foot. Find your plank pose. Your version. You can lower down halfway or all the way. Take your Cobra or your upward facing dog. Always, always, always push down through your toenails, and then find your downward dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, right foot forward. Inhale, warrior two. Left toes point out to the side. Exhale, extended side angle, left hand up. Inhale, reverse warrior, right hand up. Exhale, high to low plank. So again, we're flowing one breath to one pose. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, low lunge, but you're going at your own pace. Inhale, warrior two. Try to find that repetitive nature. Exhale, extended side angle, right hand up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle, left hand up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Right toes spin open. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. Ooh, sorry, my hair is stuck on a bobby pin. Okay, we'll meet in down dog. And then inhale, look forward. Exhale, come down to your knees, take a seat, and grab a little bit of water. And then this is another place with options, yay. We're either gonna do some sit-ups together, or you can take a nice, long, juicy stretch. So either way, I invite you to bring your heels together to touch and your knees out wide, and then lower all the way down onto your back. So the closer your heels are to your hips, it's gonna be a deeper stretch. Our hips are glued down. Glue your belly button down into the mat too. Your low back doesn't move. Stay here or bring your hands behind your neck. Exhale out all your air and then inhale, crunch up. Exhale, crunch up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch. I wish we could see each other. That would make this so much more fun. I hope I'm not doing it all by myself. But it's totally okay if I am, because we have to balance rest and work, right? Again, sorry, there's no music. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. Squish your low back down into the mat. Squeeze your heels together. So the reason we're doing this pose is two things. We're gonna do a pretty big balancing pose in a couple minutes called half moon. Keep those exhales as you crunch. And for half moon, we need our hips to be open. And we also need our core engaged to support our upper body, help keep our spine straight. And it's just our center of gravity. So it helps with our balancing poses. All right, two more. And one. Oh, that was so many, good job. Either way, for listening to your body. So bring your knees in. Rock and roll side to side. Wiggle, stretch whatever you need to. And then when you're ready, rock and roll forwards and backwards, and we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Now might be a good time if you haven't found a block or a block-like item, like a pile of books or a shoebox, to go grab it. Okay, downward facing dog. And from down dog, inhale your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, right leg forward. Pause here. If you'd like, keep that left knee lifted up. Bring your left hand to the mat. Easy twist. Right hand opens up towards the sky. If it feels better, drop your left knee. Another option is to put a block underneath your left hand. Lots of ways to do this pose. They're all equally awesome. All right. Bring your left hand and your right hand down. Just pause here for a breather. Two options. You can either repeat that or take an even deeper version called Horizons Lunge. So inhale, right hand up, stay here, or exhale, Horizons Lunge, spin onto the pinky edge side of your toes and reach your right hand back towards your foot. Squeeze your thighs here, squeeze your belly button, and then push through your left hand, pull your hips up. Really active pose here. When you're ready, return to your low lunge. Spin over to your left, straighten your legs. Now we're in a wide-legged forward fold. So both toes are facing the side of the room. You can bend your knees here and sink your head towards your mat. And this is a relaxing pose, friends. So do whatever you need to make it feel juicy. Maybe you bend one leg at a time for some side lunges. Maybe you stay totally still. You can walk your feet further apart, closer together. There are so many different ways to stretch here. So this is a chance to listen to your body. Cool. On your next inhale, lift up halfway. We're gonna do a little mandala here, which is when we move in a circle. So spin to the left. Bend your left knee this time. Find your low lunge. Pause and grab your block or your pile of books if you want it. Your right knee can be lifted or down on the mat. Pause here. Inhale, left hand lifts up. Right hand is grounded. Find that 90-degree bend in your left knee. Open your chest towards the side of the room. Lift your hand towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. You've got it. And gently lower down. Take a moment to pause. And we're going to repeat that same stretch or go a little deeper with Horizons Lunge. So when you're ready, inhale, lift up. Left hand up. Pause here, spin, open if you would like. Roll onto the pinky edge side of your toes. Your left knee falls out wide. Left hand reaches behind you. Actively engage your belly button, your thighs, your right arm to hold you up. Pull your hips higher. And when you're ready, spin back to your low lunge. And we'll do another wide leg forward fold, so spin around again. And let your head sink towards the ground. I invite you to try something a little different than what you did on the other side. Maybe that just means going a little deeper. Maybe that means being a little softer and not going as deep. Okay, when you are ready, breathe in, flatten your spine for a halfway lift. And then exhale, crawl towards the top of your mat. Meet me in a forward fold. Bring both feet together. Exhale, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, sweep it through, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. We've been here before, right? This time, straighten your right leg. Swing your hips behind you towards the left. Reach your right hand forward. We're going into triangle pose. Exhale, drop your right hand down towards your shin. Left hand keeps reaching up. Squeeze your thighs. Push down through your ankles. Use your side core, your obliques, to help keep your chest lifted. Of course, mine's all the way over there, but if you have your block or your books nearby, you could put your hand on your blocks. Water bottle would work even, friends. Breathe here. Relax your shoulders. The idea is to reach up more than down. Awesome. So from our triangle pose, we're going to practice half moon. We're going to do it a couple different ways so you can figure out which way you like the best. So first is just normal half moon. From triangle, bend your right leg a little bit. I like to inch my back foot forward. Right hand goes on the ground or on your supportive thing. So we'll use a water bottle today. Right hand down, left foot lifts up into the air, and this is your half moon. Your right toes face forward. Left toes are flexed and face out to the left. Hips stacked one on top of each other, and then shoulders one on top of each other. Maybe you float that left hand up in the air. Totally fine to wobble around. Take a couple tries to come in and out of it. It also helps to look at something not moving. So maybe you don't look at me because I'm moving. Okay. So that was your standard half moon with either the floor or a block. Real quick, if you have a wall nearby, I just want to show you what it looks like to do it against a wall so you can try it on your own when you have time. So I like to bring my butt right up against the wall, point my left toes forward. That's not true. Point my right toes forward, left toes out to the side. So I'm making an L. Bend your right knee or whatever leg you're standing on. I'll show you guys with a block. Bring your right hand down. And then your left toes point out to the side. My left heel is actually kicking the wall. Both hips touching the wall. Shoulders touching the wall. Hand not touching the wall because I don't want to knock that picture down. So this is a really good way to practice half moon to check your alignment, right? We want all of our joints stacked on top of each other. If you are totally over this and you want to be laying down on your mat, go for it. If you're still practicing, let's take 2 more breaths here. And then we'll meet in a warrior two. So slowly bring your left foot down, bend your right knee into that 90-degree angle. Ooh, my left side feels so stretched out. Open your arms wide. Inhale, reverse warrior, right arm up. Let's match that stretch. And then exhale, high to low plank. We'll meet in down dog. I see a little thing in the chat, so let me read it real quick. Oh, okay. Thanks, it was great to have you. Okay, friends, so we're gonna be in down dog together. Inhale your left foot high. Exhale, low lunge, sweep it through. Inhale, warrior two, spin open. I'm gonna come around and face you. Left knee is bent. Right toes out to the side. Straighten your left leg. Bring your hips back towards the right as you reach forwards, and then down for triangle pose. Triangle is pretty active, so push down through both heels. Keep a little activity in this knee so you don't lock it out. Reach up. Use your side core, those obliques, to pull you higher. And then pull your right side behind you a little so we're not dropping forward. We're staying nice and open, reaching towards the ceiling. You can always rest your hand on a block or your leg. Okay, once you feel strong, stretched out, balanced, you can practice half moon on this side. So I like to reach my left hand down, bend my left knee a little bit, inch forwards, and then lift off the ground with your right leg. Because this time our left toes are forward. So flex your right toes, stack your hips and your shoulders. And you've got all these different ways you can play around with it. So you can try the wall. You can also try a chair, your pile of books, whatever you would like. So I'll try the wall again. So booty to the wall, left toes out to the side, and then right toes flexed. Right heel is against the wall, hips, shoulders, oops, everything is touching the wall. Taking up a lot of space here. If you got a little distracted from your breath like I did, just check back in. Say what's up. Notice how it feels. And if you're still with me, drop that right leg gently behind you. Find your warrior two. And big breath in for reverse warrior. Left hand reaches up. Stretch out your left side. Little counterbalance. Big exhale. Flow through your high to low plank. It's our last one. Inhale for Cobra or up dog. Exhale for down dog. Inhale your right leg high. And then exhale for half pigeon. Bend your right knee, swing it through, and plant your shin on the mat underneath you. Walk your left toes behind you till your leg is straight. Crawl your hands towards your hips. Make sure you're not rolling to one side or the other. We want our weight to be in the middle. If you would like to stay here, you can, or crawl your fingertips forwards and use your pillow or blocks or pile of books to support your arms if you would like, or your forehead, or your mat. You can go down even lower if that feels good. So this stretch might be really deep and really intense and even a bit uncomfortable, but if it is painful, I invite you to roll onto your back and cradle your bent knee on your back. So doing the same thing but flipped over. And that hopefully will help with that pain. When you're ready to move again, slowly lift your head up, push into your hands. Bring your right leg behind you for down dog. And if you would like a deeper stretch, You can bring your right leg all the way underneath you as you flip over for Wild Thing. So for Wild Thing, your right knee is bent, your left leg is straight. It's a little bit of a back bend here too. Gently roll back over for Downward Facing Dog. When you're ready, inhale your left leg high. And exhale for half pigeon. Bend your left knee, swing it through, rest your shin on the ground. Walk your right leg behind you. Bring your hands closer to your hips. Check that you're not rolling or leaning to one side. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my headphones. Cool. If you want to stay here, stay here. If you want to roll onto your back, roll onto your back. The last option would be to crawl forward any amount. But allow your forearms and your forehead to still be supported. Inhale together, and exhale together. Like your body is this ancient temple that you're just walking around in like a tourist. What do you notice about this side? About any feelings that came up? Begin to move again. Slowly lift up. Send your left leg behind you for down dog or that counter stretch. Flip all the way over. Your left leg comes underneath you. Left knee is bent. Right leg is straight for Wild Thing. Again, moving nice and slow. Flip back over to Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, hinge into a plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. One last Cobra pose together here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Push into your palms. Come to standing on your knees. We're going to do an even deeper back bend camel pose. So have your knees as wide as your hips. Bring your hands to the top of your butt, where your pelvis is, the bottom of your spine. Stack your hips over your knees. And then slowly push your hands into your hips. Trace your nose along the ceiling as you send your head behind you. Again, moving nice and slowly here. Move backwards any amount. Squeezing your thighs, squeezing your hands into your hips. Gently come up when you're ready. And sink back down onto your heels. Take a moment to place your hands somewhere comforting. The ground, your lap, your heart, your stomach. Notice your breath in. Savor your breath out. Swing your legs in front of you. Come down onto a seat. Sit with your legs long, your toes flexed, pointing back at you. Inhale your arms up, sit up tall. Exhale, seated forward fold. Hinge forward any amount. Grab for your legs, your ankles, your toes. If you've got your makeshift strap nearby, you could use that to help you deepen the stretch. I really like to do this seated forward fold right after camel because it just amazes me how like your back is in that opposite position of this, and just afterwards, after stretching our back both directions like that, it just feels so good. So thanks for indulging me. When you're ready to move, sit back up nice and slow, roll all the way down onto your back. Bring both knees in, rock and roll side to side. If you would like to take happy baby pose, reach your arms inside your legs, grab for your ankles or your feet. As you pull your knees wider and then closer to the ground. Let gravity do all the work here. From the top of your head, down your neck, your spine to your tailbone. Let that connect to the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out, release your hands. Let your left leg go long and your right leg stay bent. Give it a little squeeze, breathe in. And then exhale, send your right leg across your body for supine twist. Stack your hips one on top of each other, and then let your shoulders stay resting on the mat. So even if you don't twist as deep, let your shoulders be supported here. Your arms can go out as wide as you would like. Let your right knee just float in space next to you. When you're ready, roll back to the middle of your mat. Switch your legs out. Right leg is long. Left leg comes in. Give it a little hug. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Left leg floats over your body. Stack your hips. Twist from near your belly button like a little washcloth. Let your shoulders rest down the mat. Roll back to the center when you're ready. Bring both knees in. Get really tiny or wrap your arms around your legs. Maybe you bring your head up to meet them. Inhale, squeeze. And exhale, release your arms and your legs flat on the mat for your final resting pose, Shavasana. To make this even more comfortable, you could place a pillow or a blanket underneath your head, or actually underneath your knees to support your low back. We'll be here for just a few minutes and I'll let you know when it's time to go. Make any adjustments that you can to help your body savor this resting. Like the antidote to all the work we just did. Trust that all the important natural functions of your body is still happening. Still breathing, digesting, regulating. All you have to do is just be. You're welcome to stay here as long as you would like. But if you would like to end class at 1, start to come back into your physical body by moving your fingers and your toes. Roll your head from side to side. And gently roll into a fetal pose. Resting your head on your arm and letting your knees tuck next to you. Inhale here. Exhale, release. And then push yourself up into a seat. Sit up comfortably but strong with the crown of your head and your shoulders stacked over your hips so your spine is straight. Welcome to close your eyes if that feels good. Oh, I lost my page. One moment. Settle into your space. Exhale out all your air. Breathe in with me. Breathe out. Invite these words to take place, to take hold in your heart. In this world, hate has never dispelled hate. Only love dispels hate. This is the law, ancient and inexhaustible. Buddha. If it's in your practice, bring your hands to your heart. From your heart, draw your thumbs up to your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. Take a moment to pause. Send a moment of gratitude, of honor, of respect to all those who practiced this yoga with us today. All those who practice this ancient tradition, and all those who are the original stewards of this land that we are on. We bow down. And that is it for class today. Thanks again for joining us. I'm Sarah. I practice virtually through UIC every Thursday at noon, so I would love to hear any ideas that you have, and talk to you soon. Thanks. Have a great day.